the main story, the first, second, third, fourth, or even final boss, I'm here to help. So, one first thing to do is play at least a few rounds of main modes, and get like most likely put the difficulty up to 10 and 1, and then you get skill points higher probably than me. And then you have to at least have strength. For the first boss we'll get into, you have to have at least higher strength than 10, or maybe exactly 10. And then you also have to have vitality at least more than 10, or maybe not, you don't have to. And okay, first thing you need to do, obviously we're not going to be using these yet, we're going to be changing them first. So I recommend using the cursed axe, and maybe a shield, or maybe if you have a battle axe or some other axe you might be able to use, or some other sword. And I recommend not stabbing, because stabbing will not normally, because like you have to stab them and then pull it out of their body, so it won't be as efficient, because then he could probably strike at you even though the sword is actually in the side of his head. So that's one good thing about the axes. So I'm just going to put the battle axe in my right hand for now. And if you don't have like all this armor, if you don't have like the if you don't have the royal armor, you can use any type of armor, it would probably work anyway. So first get into this. So you obviously have to beat all these levels first, and now you're on. Wait, why is he not saying his name this time? They normally say their name. Alright. Obviously it's not a guaranteed kill right away every single round. You will have to like try, and you'll most likely have to hit him like once or twice like that, and then backstep. If you don't know how to backstep on PSVR, you press oh jeez, stay back. You have to press square, and then you're good. That's good. Yeah. I just use pretty much ground and pound him, and then yeah, that might happen. If he does do that, that's most likely. That's pretty much unlikely. But just do a few tries and you end up getting it. I don't know why I have this battle axe. I'll probably have to get rid of it. I don't know if I have modifiers on. I think I might have modifiers on. And I will include every single boss, but most likely have the cursed axe for nearly every single one of them, unless you have the updated axes, the boss axes. Just keep doing that, and then eventually you will end up killing him. Oh god, no. And sometimes you might even get lucky and get him first try. Oh god. You don't have to use this battle axe, but you can if you want to. And if you are trying to get the horde axe, when you get 20 waves in the horde, that is the hardest thing to fight. That's the hardest challenge for a boss axe or sword, whatever you want to call them. Even though it would be one of my favorite looking, I don't have it yet because it's nearly impossible in my opinion. Just keep doing that. Just hit him once on like the head or wherever, and then back away right away, as quick as you can. Back away. And I'll also include Jack Sparrow in this. And if that happens, then just go like that, and you literally just destroy him. Should be very good. Go back, go back. Oh no. Sometimes it gets way more aggressive, which is probably the hardest part. I will do claws, yes, I will do claws as well. You know, claws is another really hard boss to do. I will do claws. I'll do every single boss. Some bosses, I might not have the best luck right now, but I most likely did nearly every boss first try. Like I did the final boss first try, and if you don't want spoilers for the rest of the game, then probably click off now by the time we get to the other bosses, because I'm going to be showing every single boss here. I will agree with you. I am. Right.
Your arrogance shall be your downfall.
Stay back, boy. And obviously, will take some time. Like you won't be able to ground and pound them like the whole time, and they won't like swing. Sometimes they might just you might get lucky and they might like just not swing at all, because they might keep like falling back every time you hit them. But most of the time, stop it. The curse axe is one of the best for nearly all of these. And also most likely, yeah, do the thing I'm doing right now, just do the back step most of the time. And barely try not to look away. You can look away, just try not to, because if you look away you might not, and you have to turn around, and you might not have the fastest sensitivity to turn around. And then you'll probably be behind you. Stop it! It's another really annoying feature he has. I recommend not really using shields. You can use shields, but I just don't like using them. Because for some reason, some bosses, shields don't work on them. And then there, you got them. Go back to main menu. I'm actually going to go to... I might actually put on invincibility, because I'm just showing you how to do it. So, here we go. Now, what modifiers do I have on? So, yeah, I have some modifiers on. There. Alright, so that's the first lead done. And the sword you get from that is a healing sword. I don't really like the sword, but it does do a lot of damage. As you might see. I think it's this one. Yes, this one. Alright, so then you get this sword, which takes 100 damage. Is that it? Yeah. It takes 100 damage, 100 stab damage, and it gives you 35 HP for the boss reload. So now I'm gonna go on to Jack Sparrow. I know I have pretty much like skipped the whole thing, but I'm gonna go on to Jack Sparrow and do that. Alright. Wait, there we go. Story. And Claws and Jack Sparrow. Claws is one of the hardest, but you might get lucky and be able to get him. This one is also very hard. And they also buffed Jack Sparrow now, but if you were playing back a while ago, like when he first came out, he wasn't as strong, but now he is way stronger, and I think his gun, obviously, yeah, everything's stronger about him now, which make a lot of stuff harder. So this is a sword you get, and then, oh, bloody hell, this is gonna be hard now. Just get him. Nope. I hate that thing about him. Ground and pound, ground and pound, ground and pound. Right, I need to go. Where's the... Someone spawned. Who spawned? Someone that spawned. Oh. I hate when that happens. And then when this lad spawns, do as said. It looks different now. Alright. Just keep doing that. And if you want to, you can go up to the place up there and go on the wheel, and then he might get stuck on the wheel. Which most of the time does work. Just keep doing the thing I do. Most of the time, you don't have to do the way I do, but this is how I beat most of them. And if you want, you can put on. Oh, damn it! You put on invincibility mode, and then geez. I hate when he does that. Wait, stop doing it. You go on invincibility mode and hit them as many times as you like, and then you might end up. You might be lucky enough to get Wait, no, you're not lucky enough. You probably. No, stay back. I will save you. Don't kill me if I'm gonna be your savior. Stay back. Come on. So you keep doing that, and if obviously you do the thing there. That was a bad idea. So to keep doing this so. And never get too cocky as well. At some points he might just, when you try to stab him or something, or with a finishing move or something, most of the time you will not be able to get it. Because they can make real big comebacks. I know they're AI, but like, oh jeez. He kicked me back really far. Stop it. Stop. There you go. And then you get the gun sword. Jeez, I got a lot of stuff from that. Why did I get an achievement for that? I already beat him. What? Okay. So then you do that, and then you most likely will have loads of stuff from that. So now I will go on to, I might go on to claws, but first I'm going to change to the gun sword and show you that one. Gun sword. To the right. Alright. And as you'd most likely know, when you get his power up, you can shoot him. Actually, I'll do claw. I think I might do claws last because he might be most likely the hardest. So I'll do Jorvik now. And if you were having trouble in the past when he didn't spawn, that was normal. They fixed that now. There's a new patch that they fixed that. Alright. And obviously do the same thing with nearly every boss, just backstep every time. And his weapon is also really good. Now, if you do have a lot of trouble with claws, that's completely normal. He's probably one of the hardest bosses in the game. And obviously, most people would say like the final boss is obviously most likely to be the hardest boss, but it's actually not. I did it first try. The third boss I actually did quicker. So then you shoot him like that. Oh, go. And obviously you don't get that. I don't know why, but you don't get that ability. It just goes out with the sword. Sadly, it would be pretty cool if they had that ability too. But oh, there we go. Backstep at all times. Just every time you hit him, just kind of reach over as far as you can. Just hit him like it's like you're playing Beat Saber. There we go. Then he's dead. And you get the lightning sword, which is another easier sword to use. Well, not easier sword to use, but it's a more powerful sword from what I know. Okay, I'm gonna go over and equip that sword, so you see what it's about.
Finest blades in walking distance.
No, it's not frostbite. There we go, Stormbringer. And the ability that you use when you get it, you obviously shock them with lightning. Alright. Now, from Gobi Desert Mongols, now you fight this guy. I had a lot of trouble with this guy. I actually took longer to beat him than the main final boss. I'm not even joking. Final boss was first try, but this lad, whew, he was actually really hard to defeat. I will say he's probably one of the strongest bosses, not including Claws. Like one of the one of the main story bosses, I say is the hardest, especially from what he does there. God, screw you, bite! Stop it! Go away! Oh God, no! I'm 2 HP. Stay back. Why is it not hitting him? Right, come here. No. As I said there, you never know when they're coming. Oh, stay back. Pretty much all like the special weapons I'm not able to tell you how to guess, because there's only one I couldn't get, which is the zombie ones. And obviously, yeah, dead. But that's how you do defeat him. You do that, or you can use other weapons if you want. I don't mind, but that's what you should do. I'm not going to go and try kill him, obviously, because I'm not going to go through the whole main story all over again. Now, Satsuma in the Samurai. Actually, I'm going to equip Tombstone, and this one does the same thing that he does, but it's not like an X around the place, it's just one that goes forward, which is also really good, I will say. So, Tombstone, which is also one of my favourite looking, not including the Hellfire Sword, which is the last boss. Alright, so the Satsuma Samurai boss. And also you will see him out the door. Like say if you like the balcony there, like out there, you will be able to see him. I don't think he's there anymore. He's not there when you what the hell? I did not see that before. He never used them before. What the hell? I'm not gonna go towards it. Sorry for stupid of me. Ow.
Blood will flow.
I didn't even see it. I'd never seen him use them abilities yet. I thought you only... Wait, you never used them abilities before though? You can't normally use them anyway. Come on. What's that?
The end is upon you.
And Sally, oh jeez, no. Sadly, you don't get their armor when you do get the bot when you do kill them. Sadly, they don't give you the armor, because the armor would be really cool to have. But sadly, they don't. But the best armor so far is the royal armor that you can use. But if you want extra rewards, get the pirate armor. But it is fair expensive, but not as expensive as the royal armor. Royal armor altogether is around 10,000 coins altogether. But it is worth it when you get it. Okay. Sit back, damn it. But as you know, you do that, and then you get that sword, which I'm not going to show because all it does, if you hit them, they get poisoned. There's a chance of them getting poisoned. Now I'm going to do claws, and then I'm going to do the final boss, which I'm most likely not going to kill claws right away because he's also one of the hardest. But I'm going to get my original weapons out, and I'm also going to get hellfire out because I can use that now because I'm going to be showing you that in a minute. So hellfire, pretty much the best weapon in the game. Slash damage weapon anyway, from what I know. And then where is this? Frostbite, which is from claws, which is also one of the best because you freeze them and then you can just, it's like chronokinesis but not getting chronokinesis. Alright, now I'm going to be showing you claws as weapon and hellfire. So this is hellfire and this is claws as weapon, a double-handed weapon, but you can use it with one hand as well if you want to. Alright, man, he's big. He was not that tall last time. The hell? I think they might have buffed every boss because these lads are way more powerful. Ooh, nice. Oh, okay. Well, as you know, that's how you do it. People will call me really lazy now because I'm not actually defeating all the bosses, but that is how you do it. That's all I'm going to say. And obviously backstep and everything. Now the final boss. I'm not going to spoil the final boss, but do the same thing as you normally do. Walk away from every time you hit. I'm not going to spoil it because you might not be able. I'm not going to spoil the whole game for you because that is one of the main things. That's pretty much the whole main game for you. So I'm not going to do that. So that's how you get all the boss weapons anyway, from what I know. I don't think there is any more bosses. I don't think have any more bosses to uncover. I've went through every boss and that's been it.